Get some tunes going here real quick. Let's draw some people on here. Brendan, what's up? Thanks for listening, my friend. We'll get you on Monster Monday tomorrow, and we'll talk about your giveaway at the end of the show here, Brendan. Get some tunes rocking. Welcome, all my aliens, apes, and zombies. Oh, you know what? We're going to have a little more of an intro music because we had something dropped on TikTok that's going to lead right into the story of what is happening today. I'm going to watch that again. Yes, I do. That's why that button's there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what? I didn't even create it. I'm not going to take any credit for it at all whatsoever. But the gentleman, the alien, ape, and zombie right here, just 13, can take all the credit in the world for that lovely creation. And that's what it is a creation. How about you just start off the origin story of yourself? How did you come to become an artist? And then, how did we cross paths ourselves, I guess? So we could start small, we can grow a little larger here.
All right, yeah, let's tell the story. No, so the origin story. I just always grew up drawing. It was just something I did, and I started showing work online, like just posting it, random accounts and stuff, like in the early 2000s. And it's just something that I've always done. And then professionally, I got into like traditional advertising, branding, design. Um, from graphic design to art direction to being an associate creative director recently, and now within the last month, where you and I were able to meet with this new career career path. I ended up getting a job with you guys over at Vayner, working in Web3. So it's been amazing. Yeah, so it's before that I was just kind of showing work and making work as NFTs, and now I'm working in the space professionally. It's incredible. So this
And
last month's been
I
crazy.
didn't have that direct of a route as being as creative as yourself and being able to, express yourself creatively. But it's like the same thing where you're able to take something that was a career for me, it was more of a side hustle, and
Hmm.
turn it into a career by just luckily having the right people reach out, maybe knowing a couple things along the way. But how about a little bit about the art? Like what inspired you behind the art? Because one thing I noticed, like right behind it is one, I'm a huge Simpsons fan just because the era I grew up in. I mean, like Bart Simpson was my whatever, South Park was my whatever's popular today. I mean, that's what it was. Putting the VHS record on Sundays and recording those new Simpsons. And the first thing I gravitated towards was, your Marge assassin here, which I just absolutely loved. But,
Thanks. Yeah.
I mean, there is some method behind your madness, I can tell, because it is, somewhat of a centralized view of how you got to this creation. And so, how do you, what was some of the upbringings behind some of the thoughts behind your creations here?
Yeah, absolutely. So, just like you, I grew up with The Simpsons. I was there for like the first episode, the first pilot episode. Same thing. I would pop the VHS in, we would record it, and watch it over and over again. Me and my little sister. So yeah, big Simpsons fans. Grew up with it. Um, but also I also grew up with a lot of Marvel comics. I was a big Marvel kid, still am, a big Marvel kid. Um, and when I got a little older, the I ended up getting into like manga and anime and stuff like that. So yeah, so a lot of different influences coming in. But yeah, so the whole assassin thing, it came from Electro Assassin, which was a Marvel comic, part of the Daredevil world, which was always my favorite character growing up. And so it was basically taking, these two, you know, ideas and splicing them together in sort of this like manga anime style that I thought was funny. And I still remember like just sketching, on the couch, watching TV with my wife and looking over and like, hey, what do you think of this idea? And she was like, it's dumb. I'm like, it's perfect. So I was like, that's how that's how I knew it was like, all right, this is right. It just felt right. And then I posted like back in like 2019, like the first iteration of it. The one that you're looking at now, that was the first one.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it just resonated with people, and I was able to find this like new audience that liked this, whatever this weird niche is.
Was this one a cover of Elektra or Daredevil cover?
Not
Where she's
not that one. There's one where she's holding like a gun, like a really there it is, bottom left.
that's yeah.
Yeah, so that was the Bill Sienkiewicz homage. Like I wear my references on my sleeve. I have no shame about the stuff that inspires the work that I do. So yeah, this one was 100% like just an homage to Bill Sienkiewicz. That,
Well, my friend, I'm a huge comic book collector, so much so I don't even have them in my house. They're in storage elsewhere, and I know I have this one. I have almost me between me and my best friend have almost every single Marvel comic up until about
oh
2000,
wow.
and that's like outside of like Amazing Fantasy 15, Fantastic Four 1, X-Men 1, like this is what we never sold them. We just collected it all the way through and just diamond handed it. And
Yeah.
this is part of us growing up, is part of us. And that's why I love being in this NFT space, because now I'm able to share these experiences with friends, coworkers, etc. And you're able to stay up degenning on a Sunday night talking about collectibles and things. So it's very mindset individuals that I find in this space, you being one of them, like I'm seeing right here. And then I was going digging even deeper to like unknown origins and a couple other things that keep you consistent in what you are creating with anime lifestyle or lifelike. You know,
Definitely. Yeah, so it's a lot of different references, a lot of different things going on. I got, I feel like with NFTs, I have a few like spinning plates happening, a little bit all over the place.
that's street art right here. Is that street art in the top left here? The street.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
is
have
that
a
that's
history.
you're stickering up on a wall, huh? Or
Yeah,
somewhere. I don't want to.
yeah. Back in like the 2010s, I was hitting the street pretty hard with like wheat paste posters and stickers and whatever I
Wow.
could get up. Yeah. So that piece specifically, I used to put up all over between Orlando and Miami. Um, yeah, just whenever I could, I was out in the middle of the night, and then
I just learned that right now just by putting that on. I saw that a couple times. I'm like, wait a second, that is
yeah,
actually happening. Man, you're pretty deep into this. That's pretty cool stuff.
thanks, man. Yeah, yeah, I've been doing it for a little while. Yeah,
How
since
about the
like
origin name of your name, if you don't mind me asking? Is it Dress 13? Is that
yeah, it's the most boring name story you're ever gonna hear, but it's a yeah. There's nothing really like special about it, but it actually has to do with how I started posting art back in like the early 2000s. So there was a site called Photolog, and I think it was owned by Yahoo. And it was like early days where pre MySpace even. Uh, so I was doing a Japanese car build. I had a 240SX, and I was swapping the motor for the Japanese version, which was a Sylvia SR20 DET. So me and my friends were, we're just yanking parts and making a big mess, and so I was documenting it, and I figured, hey, I'm just gonna start, posting stuff on like the forums. So the model of the car was an S13, so it was Dre S13, and that just became the username that I kind of once the car was done.
So it's Dre S13 and not Dress 13.
And
Does everyone
it just
13
became that,
for
yeah, because eventually,
I
go
I know
ahead.
exactly what you're talking about. I myself, my first car, like I don't know, we were lower middle class family. So like for a car in our family is like you either get a job or you build it. So I built my first car, 89 Jeep, and then I ripped out everything from a firewall back on an 84 Jeep, and I replaced the engine. Exact same thing you're doing. I know exactly what you're talking about. The exact same years. I was in Honors Autos, and I was like, yeah, I was gearing it out, man. Like
Oh,
total hands on.
that's awesome. Yeah,
So,
and
yeah, a
the thing
Dre
with us is we
15.
were,
That's sweet.
yeah, so that's where it came from. It came from, just kind of being a gearhead and working on, tuning cars and, turbos and, racing and all that stuff. But yeah, so once the project was done, there was like, all right, I'm not just gonna keep posting pictures. And at the time I was doing like kind of vector artwork where you
Uh-huh.
just kind of, draw straight in like Adobe Illustrator or draw from photos and stuff like that. So just started posting that stuff and some of my like school projects onto this Photolog thing. And yeah, from there I just kind of transitioned the same like username and to different platforms. From there it was like MySpace and then Facebook, and so I just kind of took it with me, so that there'd be like a connection. And the little
An
followings,
identity. Yeah.
yeah, the little followings, you can kind of take them with you where you go. And that's kind of how I started building up, the base of people that, supported my work at the time.
So I was thinking of supporting work. I commissioned you from work myself, and I was happy that you accepted drawing right there. Bus gang tuning in. Hey Jasper, what's going on, man? Yeah, we were out at the Juggernaut the gang Juggernaut event, and we were actually out there with Kat, who actually you'll probably be meeting rather soon when you start work there. So yeah, we went there for a little Vayner meetup. Thanks for tuning in, Jasper. That's sweet. So yeah, Jasper, what we're doing is we're live buying some commissioned NFT art right here. And you can see it's a private sale. I don't know if you guys can see it at home. Let's see, scroll up. So it's a private sale listed just for me. And it's actually it's been sitting there for, I don't know, a week or so, because we just wanted to make good content out of there. So you can kind of see how this like goes down. And this is kind of what artists do. And what I do is I try to create and gain rookie cards for people who are established in the industry. And I'm fortunate to know some of the coworkers, and they are great artists. And why not have their rookie cards, and try to start collecting works that they've worked on, because I believe in what they're doing and they've been seen by the right people. And I want to play like the little creation of it again before we go live here, because I think this is pretty sweet. And it's just like the time life. And that's the thing, is you didn't have to like put the time into doing the motion capture of all these tidbits being put in together from front to end. And you sent me like little updates, and man, it was awesome. It was dope. And you always asked me what my thoughts were, and I always just let the creator create, the artist be an artist. And all I just did was sit there in amazement that this is pretty sweet. She likes So you went over the eyes so many times, and you did like different eyebrows and like different adjustments. And, that's why I didn't say anything. But then by the end of the day, you just put shades on it, but you could still see the shades. I mean, it's just awesome. I love how you layered it. I love even how you did and I'm gonna be hung out to dry here from Nate Bear and stuff, but like how you did like the comic book like texture to it, like I don't know, maybe you can define like what that is, where it's just like almost like a newspaper texture to it, you know, like I can almost feel it in my as the art is there. I know you guys probably doesn't do you justice at home. I'm looking at a nice fat screen here. But man, it's like looking into a mirror, man. That's a beauty. I love her.
Man, that's awesome. I'm glad you like it, man. Yeah, the texture that you're referring to is like a halftone texture mixed with a lot of like grunge elements just to add, you know, something that feels a little tactile. I come from a print background in terms of like, you know, my pedigree, you know, design pedigree is always like print based. So I carry a lot of that like look and feel into my work. Because a lot of times too, like the style changes a bit. You know, throughout the years, you know, it becomes more like, you know, comic book feeling or, you know, manga feeling. So for me, like the texture is something that kind of helps connect everything, sort of keep it as consistent as possible, you know, when you're drawing in different styles. And yeah, I like like what you're explaining, like the tactile feel of it. It feels like it could be something that's printed.
I mean, I could tell right away, and you know, thanks for like, man, I know the time you put into it. I know. So thank you very much. And you know, with my great honor to have another honorary in the link in the loop here. I'm gonna hide some of these things. You know, thanks for the hard work on this, and you know, may that ETH go to use, whatever it may be. Hopefully it just doesn't go to the gas that you might have used yesterday to try to mince the other side. Oh, I got to click one more button here. Actually, gas is $50 right now. We probably couldn't have done this yesterday. Might have been a lot more expensive. That's why I'm sporting a Bored Ape shirt right here. A Mutant Ape shirt right here is that's actually what I actually wore that last night, and I degened out to early this morning and just kept going and going and going. And here we are again, getting some live action going. While this hash is linking the chains, I want to also bring in, we have two giveaways. One, we're actually giving something away, and then two, we're going to do a giveaway tomorrow on Monster Monday show. But the Dutch remasters right here had a little fun with people who were following us. So you had to DM us, you had to follow us and like us. And here is the spinning wheel. Right? And is it Assy the goat? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but it came down to the winners right there. We had, who are the other ones in there? Oh, Maskey, you're in there. You could have won it, but you just got off. Shazby. So right there, we have the winner for a foundation giveaway. Please make sure you're checking out this work. This work's awesome. I invited him to come and speak halfway around the world. Though NFTs are an international language, sometimes people just need some sleep. And I don't know, he's probably sleeping right now, but he's tuning in because he's recording it. And as you can see right there, he's supporting us. We're supporting him. So make sure you're checking out Dutch Remix for the NFTs that this Alien Ape Ambi is dropping. And he's dropping them off. I mean, he's been doing tons of giveaways, getting promotion into the space, doing it organically by, you know, releasing these NFTs to fans. So there's another one that he gave away. There's other links out there. There's reserve prices on them. So please tune into that. And I'm going to click back on this link and see where we are at in the minting process. Am I on the right link here? Go here, and I'm going to update it. And see where the status is. Oh, and then it just got changed over. The owner right here is now in a new wallet. And I have a derivative work thanks to new friend, Indeed, in space. I don't want to speak up if you need commission work, but if you might need some, there it is. He might have been doing me a biggie for the price there. Price is all based on whatever he has time for. So, you know, definitely reach out to this commissioned piece right here. Just love the detail, crypto shirt, even the background, even like the border in the background. I could see it back there creeping in, just that almost original CryptoPunk background. Then even the addition of adding color and light, between the shoulders right there, a little bit of red between. You have the eye of art for sure, my friend. The eye of
Glad you
art.
dig it, man. I'm glad you dig it. And I really appreciate you commissioning that. That was really cool. It was awesome just to say I was doing a derivative of actual original CryptoPunk. So very cool.
And you know what else is cool? I'm going to find something else in my repertoire, and then this would be a great transition. I don't know what it's under labeled. So we're going under. Oh, there. The Dead Fellas from, that's right, Brendan. He's listening right now. And this is one that, to me too, from Brendan JPEG right here, where he had some work that he was working on. I was able to get one of his masterpieces into my wallet, and that branched into another thing, which we're going to be talking about next time around the show. These, I spell it right. These Chroma Cats right here. So these Chroma Cats, he's going to be on the show, and I'm going to look for his announcement, because his announcement was rather, bam, you can win. He's giving away a Chroma to a lucky listener tomorrow. So you got to tune in. You got to listen tomorrow for your chance to get one of these special giveaways. So another one, stay tuned. I'm just going to retweet that right now. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Monster Monday, probably maybe around this time tomorrow, we'll be giving away these monsters. On Monster Monday, we'll be giving away these Chroma Cats. But let's circle back to people who just maybe just tuned in. What's the number one thing you are promoting in the space for yourself? I have you here on Linktree. You could do Dres13 or Dress13, either way you want to call it, at Dress DRES13. And if you look at the Linktree, I love to have this in here, because it's usually just right in order for what you want to be seen, and that's what I have. The Marge Assassin right there.
Yeah, that's the stuff I'm shilling most lately, is my my Marge stuff, and working on some new pieces to throw up into the collection. I was doing this before NFTs, so whether they sell or not, this collection is going to keep on growing. And yeah,
well, it is keep on growing. Let's talk about the physical gear here you have, because I was actually just at a physical gear show yesterday. Bus Gang was there. It was aka Jasper. He was at the Juggernaut event, and it was the Gutter Cat Gangs at a clothing store. I think it's 15 years old, 12 to 15 years old. I could be off on that. Bus Gang, if you know the facts on that, feel free to drop that in the message. But like Kanye West and Common, and a lot of the people in the Chicagoland area go there to buy their like sweet custom clothes, and that's what it was. Is the gang crew had the customs there, and actually I'll show it off a little bit. So I went there. There it was right outside, and that's going to be a coworker right there. There's Katrina, Cat, right there with the hat. And that's some of the customs they had there. There's CryptoPunk owners there. Hyper Spec was there. He's a CryptoPunk owner. He doesn't like to be shown, so he just tossed his CryptoPunk watch in there, and that's his CryptoPunk. There's a Gutter Cat Gang there. I did walk away with some gear as well. I haven't been able to take pictures because I haven't been able to put it on. I was going to put it on tonight, but I had my Mutant Ape gear tonight. So that's what it is, man. So you can see what I dressed like. What you drew is pretty much right here. And
that's you.
I know my CryptoPunk is a female, and I might identify as a male, but you know what? I'm just here to have fun. I identify as my avatar when I'm out and about. And I just love scrolling through. It's just like you can see from the first sketches right here till you change the mouth, the glasses, and then you even just layered it and layered it and layered it. I love it. Love it.
All the indecision right there for everyone to see.
And you can pull through, and that's the important part is documenting it, listening into the space as well. Anything else you want to talk about? I'll give you the mic. I've been talking a lot, but I've been excited. I don't know. I got my new toy, it's just like, I'm fired up.
No, that's awesome. I mean, I'm not huge on, self-promoting. All my stuff is there, like you said, in the link tree. If anybody wants to check it out, it's all there. Otherwise, hit me up, and I like talking a lot of shit and just hanging out on Twitter or whatever. So it's not all about just look at the work. Yeah.
I'm giving you some homework. If you're at home, you can't see it well, but I want you to click on these images, these pieces with the Marge Assassin, and actually look what's tattooed on her back. You'll like it. You'll enjoy it. I mean, it's very, you took your time with it. I can tell that you enjoy that you've been doing it for a long time. And here's the merch right here. Physicals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. This is pretty dope.
T-shirts, prints, stickers.
Marge Comics. I didn't even look at that. I just my brain morphs to seeing Marvel Comics. I didn't see that. And then it's not approved by the comic book code.
Gotta love the comic book code.
Yeah,
did a lot of good for us up until Image Comics came along.
Marlin and all that stuff.
Excellent.
We're gonna close it down for this Sunday. I greatly appreciate the new piece in the Crypto Novo wallet right there.
Thank you so much for that.
Looks beautiful. No, thank you. I mean, it's just right. It's right there, next to the other side. So I'll just remember this and go through right through there, and just that's it, my friend. So if you need anything, you know where to find it. All right, Dress13. I mean, he has all his links right there, all the way straight through.
All the links.
I'm gonna end it the same way I started it, with your creation. All right, for all my aliens, apes, and zombies, this is Crypto Novo with Dress13 saying, stay positive and love life. Peace.
See you.
One more time. She like I love it. All right, it's Crypto Novo. That's Dress13. Stay positive, love life. Peace.
Guys.